at them run up to the line of scrimmage now. They had the ball back. They're trying to catch him a little off balance or something here, but they had the huddle way back. He had to sprint up 20 yards to get to the ball.
Get out of breath before the play starts. This is Fear along the right side, cuts inside across the 35 and still going to the 32-yard line before Tony Athman gets him around the ankles.
Fear can pick his way. We've seen him on those kickoff returns where he's just kind of feeling his way along. He did the same thing on that run. He wasn't really running hard, but very clever with his stepping and got some yards out of it.
John Fear is a backup quarterback. Scott Fear a backup running back. Kevin and Jason are the two who see most of the playing time. Little flip, and that is Jason who has it. Inside the 25, out of bounds near the 20-yard line. Good enough for another Minneota first down. Been much to cheer about for the Viking fans, but now in the second half, their offense is clicking.
A good play here by Mervick. He takes the look downfield first, sees what's open. Nothing there. Dump it off to Jason, and he breaks a tackle here and gets some extra yards. Runs over a man. Only the sideline stops him.
Late defensive substitution for Mahnomen. Chad Rogers comes in late. Mervick rolls to his right. With time, he throws in and out of the hands of Chad Hennon at the 10-yard line. Kenny Crane covering defensively for Mahnomen.
Good throw by Mervick. He's now put it up 17 times. Completed 12. 129 yards is the total.
Smiles from the Minneota bench despite the score. Down by 28 points. Hennon with running room near the 15-yard line. John Littlewolf had a piece of him. And also Jamie Warwick.
Good job by the Mahnomen defense closing. It looked like a bigger hole when the play started. And now they're big third down, although I'm sure they'll go for it on fourth if they don't get it here.
Hennon approaching the 100-yard mark. 13 carries, 91 yards. Fear slices inside, 15-10, and hit hard and dumped at the 8-yard line. Mason Thompson hit him hard, but not until Kevin Fear picked up a Minneota first down.
There you see Mervick as they job clearing out, forcing the end of the outside, cracking down there on the interior lineman.
Kenny Crane also helping out on that tackle. Now Mervick rolling to the near side into the end zone. Touchdown! Dwayne Kockelman, and Mervick might have hurt his passing hand a little bit there, but Kockelman gets the grab and the touchdown, and the Vikings are 2 for 2 in the second half.
Take a look here. He wanted to go to the far corner in 44. That's Neil Hennon in the middle.
Hennon, excuse me.
Who was a la Eric Hennon, the big 6'3", 208 tight end, running back, and slipped through behind the defense. Carried a couple into the end zone. Another 2-point try.
Mervick being pursued, and he got in. Just covered the pylon. And the Vikings have scored 16 points here in the third quarter. And they are down by, sounds funny to say this, but just 20.
Oh, very solid job there, but you could see it would just be natural to let down. But I suppose if you've got that championship timber, you're not used to doing that, and you want to show some pride. They gave up 43 points in the first half, but have clawed their way back, as you say, to within 20, which looks mighty good right now. And you watch Mervick go for that corner. If he hits that pylon, that's inbounds, and they get the 2-point conversion.
1:49 left in the third quarter. We might have a football game after all. Well, the Viking fans have something to cheer about. A couple of touchdowns and 2-point conversions.
They've all got 45 on their shirts there, so that's Chuck Josephson. 52nd anniversary, mom and dad. Okay, well, we didn't get the whole thing there, but they are excited now because Minneota has had 2 long TD drives here in the third quarter.
Another onside kick, and it was touched before he covered 10 yards. Jeremy Lazinski caught the ball and tried to place the ball at midfield, but the officials would have none of that, and the Indians will take over with very good field position.
Well, they're coming after him, still figuring that 20 points is too far down, even with over a quarter to play, unless you get a break or two, so they're trying to make it with the onside kick. 80 yards after the punt that went into the end zone, and it only took them 249. Lots of snappy pass routes, some good running by Hennon. And now Mahnomen could use a drive to change the momentum back.
Jeremy Sikora brings them up. Miller bouncing his way near the 40-yard line. He gets to the 40 for a pickup of about 8 yards before he's finally anchored by Jason Fear.
The old bread and butter there. Off the right tackle, where Miller has made most of his chunks today. Still can't figure out how that first play went 80 yards so cleanly.
2nd down and 2. Athman with a lot of running room inside the 30-yard line. Matt Mervick put a shoulder into him and took the punishment as Athman just bowled over him and rambled on for another 7-8 yards.
Well, this is the point on the field about where Minneota made their stand on Mahnomen's last possession. As you see Athman lower and boom through. He's got to be burning a little bit. He had that personal foul penalty, which really aided Minneota's drive on the possession.
Athman had an Achilles tendon injury earlier this year. Played only defense for 3 games, but still racked up some pretty impressive yardage. He picks up a few more there inside the 25-yard line down to the 24. We say defending champs, and that's what they are, but as Jim mentioned before, returning only 4 starters from their championship team of 1 year ago. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Fumble. And covered, I believe, by the Indians. Yes, they have kept the ball as Miller lost it in the backfield, but fell on top of it at the 27-yard line. That's the one thing that could really pick up the Minneota Vikings if they could take advantage of a turnover and get a quick score here.
They almost had it there. Now we'll walk to the other end of the field with the end of the 3rd period.
And Mahnomen leading 43-23. Fourth down, 6 to go. And if the Vikings can hold here, well, flag thrown now, and going to have a delay call against Mahnomen. And we'll see if they choose to try to punt the ball, even though the line of scrimmage still would be inside the 30-yard line. Maybe the 5-yard difference would change their approach here, but apparently not.
It looks like they're changing the play at least, because Craker is coming in on the shuttle and Chad Rogers goes back out. 85 and 82 alternating with the messages from that man, Ken Bauman, one of the most successful football coaches in prep history in Minnesota.
Whatever chances the Vikings have may rest on this play, a 4th and 11. Miller won't get nearly enough. He gets to the 23, but the Vikings will take over with 11:07 left in the 4th quarter and 20 points to make up.
Well, Bauman's going with the philosophy that with the big lead still, that they're going to be able to at least pin them deep and make them take a while to go to the length of the field.
Minneota scored twice in the 2nd half. They'll try again when we return. It was 43-7 at halftime. The Vikings scored twice, got a couple of 2-point conversions, now have the football. They were 2 for 2 in possessions in the 3rd quarter. They scored on their only 2 possessions. Now their 3rd possession. And a handoff to Hennon. Running room all the way out to the 37. Finally, Mason Thompson stuck a shoulder into him and knocked him down. But Hennon has had running room, and he now, I believe, has gone over the 100-yard mark.
Part of what's happening here is that the secondary people for Mahnomen have to play off respecting the pass, so that if you get through the line and handle the block on the linebacker, Hennon's got a lot of room.
Oh. In and out of the hands of Chad Hennon. He stopped at midfield and came back for the ball, and kind of a wobbly pass by Mervick, but I'm sure that Chad Hennon would tell you he probably should have held on to that ball.
Got right to him through traffic into Chad Hennon's hands. He couldn't hold it. 2nd and 10.
13 carries, 104 yards now for Neil Hennon. And there he is again across the 40, a pickup of only 4 yards before Tony Athman wraps him up.
Boy, that particular running play has been very effective, keeping them off balance. Not only that, picking up a lot of yards, as we've mentioned. Hennon's over 100 yards now, but just got a toehold on him there. It would have been 3rd and 3 instead of 3rd and 7.
And it is 3rd down and 6. Mervick's swing pass complete to Fear. Across the 45, he leans forward and I think has enough for the first down. A great second effort by Jason Fear.
He was on his way down and managed to just keep an extra half step of balance there. That enabled him to get the corner. Jason Fear built very solidly. Good center of gravity there. First down, Minneota.
10:15 left in the 4th quarter. Matt Mervick looking toward the sideline. He has the freedom to call his own plays or call audibles at the line of scrimmage. Hennon gets to midfield, and that's it. Little Wolf hit him first.
Yeah, I think he made a big clever signal there, like it's going to hold up 6 or 7 fingers and switch it a couple of times, make him think you're going to throw, and try to just dart him through the middle again, but they were ready that time.
Brent Miller's been the offensive star here in this game. 2nd down and 8. And then with running room, jumping across to the 43-yard line, a little bit short of first down yardage, but another strong run by Neil Hennon.
Well, they're really worked up now, the Minneota rooting section. Things have gotten clicking here.
3rd and a yard. Mervick keeps and gets the first down and gets out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Mervick is an outstanding passer, but he's shown the ability to get to the outside on a couple of runs this afternoon as well.
Very quick feet, and of course getting out of bounds stops the clock, which will become critical if Minneota is going to get all the way back and win the game. Now they're within 3 touchdowns and knocking on the door again.
9:02 left. Mervick with a little swing pass complete to Kevin Fear. Fear trying to get out of bounds, and he can't get out of bounds. He does get inside the 30 for another first down, or close to it.
Athman took a shot. He's slow getting up for Mahnomen back on the 40-yard line. Now just officials telling him to stay down until he's ready. And
that's Brent Miller.
Oh, it is Brent Miller. 3-7, not 3-0. You'll see Miller there. He comes up and gets knocked on the block, cut back block. He was hit high, so it isn't his legs, but he's coming off the field slowly now.
That was Jason Fear who leveled Brent Miller.
I'll tell you, Jason Fear's a good football player.
The forward progress is marked at just inside the 30-yard line, about a yard short of a first down. But again, Kevin Fear did not get out of bounds, so the injury here does stop the clock, and the Vikings get a little bit of a break. Now the clock starts again. Mervick keeps, throws across the middle. Hennon's there inside the 10-yard line. Finally knocked down by Jeremy Sikora, and the Vikings are on the march.
Well, they're clicking now. In fact, he could have thrown the ball long to Chad Hennon on the other side because he had pump faked and the maroon shirts came up. Hennon was breaking down the sidelines, but Hennon, the other Hennon, was open in the middle and took the reception there.
8:25 left. First and goal, Minneota. Fear spins his